welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amelia. I am a lifestyle video person. I'm a lifestyle YouTuber with weekly vlogs in there, mainly weekly vlogs with some lifestyle videos more like, and some book videos. A lot of it is booktube at the moment, but some things are not. Including this video is definitely not a book video. I bet you're all relieved to see that on my channel. Before we get into this video, go get yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, water, whichever one you want, because it could be a long one and it's going to be a very good chatty one. So get yourself prepared. Also, please make sure you follow my socials that are linked in the description down below. I know to pop up somewhere in the description, and please subscribe to this channel. Please join this little family. Please hit the notification bell. Please leave a comment. I would love to chat with you guys. And please give it a like if you do enjoy it. And without further ado, let's just get on with the video. This video is going to be my life after uni video. Kind of like life as a graduate and my life update kind of video. So I do hope you enjoy it. I'm just going to get on with it. First of all, these are the topics I'm going to discuss, and then I'm going to talk about them separately. So, I've got 4 different topics. The realistic side of moving back home from uni, the change and freedom of seeing friends. I didn't really know how to describe it, so that's what I've called it. The truth about getting a grad job, my perspective of it, because everyone has their own different perspective, and then my life update of what I'm doing now. So, let's do this. As I said earlier, make sure you got a drink, because this could be a long one. The first one I have is moving back home. Everyone knows when you go to uni, most people move out for uni, move to student accommodation, live with a group of people around your age, and you get your own independence. Now, what I found when I moved back home is a little bit of a setback, because when I was at uni, at least I had that independence. I felt like I was actually growing up and finally leaving. But then obviously I moved back home and I knew it was coming, but it's just one of those things that you sit there and you're like, oh wow. You're kind of I'm back in my childhood room, I'm back home. I guess lockdown helped me a little bit adjust to it, because the first lockdown I did come home for 3 months. So it helped me adjust to the idea of what it was going to be like when I did finish uni. But it's still a big adjustment to make when you know you're moving home after being away for like 4 years. And another thing I found is a little bit of a less independence. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm very lucky. My parents do let me do my own thing. Like, I can cook for myself. I can put whatever I want in my room, as long as it's like doesn't cut in my room, and they just let me get on with it. And obviously, because I have a job, it helps. Like, when I'm not working, I don't really want to be told what to do. So I'm very lucky. But the things I found is I have to be more time scheduled, because my parents prefer to have a bath at like a certain time. I'm not really allowed to have a bath at like 11 o'clock at night. Like, I would stay up at uni till early hours in the morning, and I'd probably have a shower at like 11:30 in the evening. Can't really do that at home, so it's a bit annoying. And it's the same with having to cook at a certain time to fit around when my parents are cooking their food, which kind of I did feel at uni as well. You kind of, especially in my house in my master's year, we had a smaller kitchen, so we couldn't all cook at the same time. It got a bit chaotic, but there was still a little bit like more freedom of times to cook. One thing I have found a lot better for me since being at home is no rent to pay. Of course, I have had no student loans, so it's been really annoying because I've had to pay. I don't even have the money I would have saved from rent, but I don't have to pay rent, which makes my life a lot easier. It's a little bit more cheaper, because all I have to do is buy food and pay for bills that I have to pay, which is considerably cheaper. And once I have I do start a full-time job, I'll see it as a little bit less money coming out of my account compared to right now. It's like half my pay going to bills, but it's fine. The other problem I've had is, and even though my house last year was small, there was still a bit more storage space than I have in my room. like, I only had my room to store the stuff I brought home with me, so a lot of stuff had to either go away or get rid of. I didn't need. Kitchen stuff that I wanted to keep went in the kitchen, but that's fine. Oh, I don't want that. Sorry, my one thing I find out noticing, if you touch on your phone, it's very hard to get off the keyboard. Next one is the change in freedom to see uni friends. This is one thing I found difficult, because although I do have lovely, amazing friends back home and I love them dearly, and I'm so grateful I get to see them a lot more now, I say that I don't really either way, because a lot of them, it's trying to fit in with each other's schedules. We've all got jobs now, it's different, and that's the reason I think uni has one of those things that when you're at uni with uni friends, you're all in the same boat. You're not working. You've not got a full-time job. You've got more time on your hands. Like, weekends become weekends to spend, and you can do things with your friends. Obviously, with your friends at home, if they're not at uni, they're probably working a full-time job. So finding time when you're both free when you're at home is different. It's different. And now that your friends from uni also probably got full-time jobs, it's difficult. But I do say that you obviously get to see those friends you didn't see it much at uni from home a lot more, a bit more frequently maybe, and it's nice because you haven't seen them for a while and it's just nice to see them again. But then the friends you made at uni can all be in different places. I'm very lucky that most of my uni friends all live in the same area, and they all live in like Portsmouth, so I can see them pretty much. When I go to Portsmouth, I can try and make time for each and every one of them all at the same time. My master's friends, most of them live in Portsmouth apart from one. The other one is in Reading. So we try to make a plan and put down. So I've got a bit of a runny nose. It always happens when I'm about to film a video. I was fine all day until now. I'm very sorry. I will try and cut that out. As I said, you do see them less, and if you have been friends with them from the start of uni, it can be like, say you met them in the first year of your uni and you saw them every year all the time for like 4 years, it can be hard to adjust to the idea of not seeing them as much and not being able to go, hey, are you free today? Let's go out. I think lockdown definitely and COVID definitely helped me prepare to not see my friends as much as I would have done, because I was forced to like stay at home, forced to not see them, and I obviously moved home, so I was nowhere even near them, so I couldn't go for walks with them. I think that helped a lot, like, but it's still a change. And the thing I find that with friends from uni, usually at uni, you can just have a spontaneous plan of going, hey, let's go out tonight, let's go to cocktails, let's go for drinks, let's do this. Like, you don't need to really plan in advance. Like, sometimes you do have to plan around assessments, but especially in first year I found myself not planning to go out in the evening, and then suddenly I'd be going out in the evening. And you don't get that in real life now. Like, once you left uni, you actually have to plan when you meet them and set a plan and plan where to stay, because you don't have your uni house to go back to. You have to find a place like a hotel. I'm very lucky that in Portsmouth I do have friends who live there and they do offer me to stay, but obviously I don't want to always impose on them, so if I wanted to go up there, I could just go and get a hotel and I'd be like, hey, I'm in Portsmouth, let's meet up, if they're free. But again, you still have to plan, because you never know, they might have plans, because most people work a full-time job Monday to Friday, so the weekends are when they see their friends and family. So you have to plan in advance. Now, my next one is my perspective of getting a grad job, and I'm also tying around the fact of getting a grad job a full-time job in your degree that you studied, because I've struggled so much to the point where I've kind of realised certain things. And I really think I've really realised it is so much harder than it looks. They tell you to get a job you want, you need to go to uni, you need to get a degree. But then when you get out of the uni, they're like, you apply for these jobs and they all go, your interview was good, or we like what you've got, but you have no experience, so we're not going to give you this job. And it can be very frustrating, because it's one of those things, even entry-level jobs, for some reason, they're meant to be entry level for a reason. It means it's to give you the experience, and instead they're going, we want you to have experience, so no. Like, do not get me wrong, I understand if you apply for jobs that don't have entry level and are just like, I don't know, marketing manager, or like digital marketing manager, you're probably gonna, or social media marketing manager, you're probably gonna be aiming high and hoping. And if you've got no experience, it's very hard for you to say yes, you got it. Do not get me wrong, I have the experience of doing my YouTube and my Instagram, but there's a lot more to it than just that. But it is an experience. I found it's very easy to want to give up when you're hearing no's, no's, no, no, no. And we want you to have experience, la da da da. Don't give up, because one day, as soon as you give up, something else will come up and you'll be like, oh. Like, do not get me wrong. When I say I haven't actually given up, I've got. I'll tell you in a minute when I get to my life update section. Once my nose stops running. I really don't know why my nose is running so much today. I'm very sorry, guys. When I get to my life update, you'll hear I don't have a marketing job, but in the end, I am sure I'm not giving up on the idea of getting a marketing job. It's just not going to happen just yet. This moves me on to the next thing. It's okay to do. I think it's very okay to do a full-time job that is not related to your degree, because even if you don't get a job related to that degree, does not mean you gain transferable skills. And uni does not just give you the skills of the degree; it gives you skills like time management, organisation, confidence, presenting skills, like so many other skills. Like a job that I have right now, currently working my theatre, I have to answer the phone. Before uni, I hated answering phone calls from anyone on my phone, let alone at a job. Like when I used to work at Shoe Zone, the phone would ring and I would actively try to avoid answering the phone. Because I just didn't want to talk to people, because I was scared, I had no confidence, and then the presenting skills I got really helped me get no confidence just to answer the phone and do the job. And you have the knowledge so bear in mind, like, what you did at degree, you have the knowledge for it, and you can use it in any other way. You could, for example, for me, doing digital marketing, the knowledge I learned, I can use on my YouTube, my Instagram, my social media. And obviously, eventually, you can get a job in that degree. You just need to work your way up to it. You need to, like, take it slow. Don't expect to get a full-time job straight in your degree, straight after uni, just because a lot of people have. It doesn't always work like that, and I think it's very important to realise that. And bear in mind, this is my perspective. I know everyone has their own perspective on this, and a lot of people have got grad jobs, and a lot of people have waited it out, and if that's what you want to do, that is totally fine. But I don't want to spend my whole time waiting for a full-time job, working for minimum wage. It's not minimum wage in my theatre, I can't lie. Working on a 0-hour contract in a theatre, waiting to get a full-time job in a marketing thing, and not get there, and be struggling for money every month while all my friends are doing things, and I'm like going, I can't do this when I have so many plans I want to do. Can't do them if I don't have money. So I'd rather have a full-time job, get experience somewhere else in a different department, doing something completely different, but get the experience and get a decent amount of money and not be worrying too much about money. And my last thing is, and I've been briefly touching on it, you still have the whole time, you're only young. When you leave uni, I'm suggesting the idea you're still in your 20s when you leave uni. I left uni at 25, so I'm suggesting that I'm going with the guess. I know some people could be older, but I think in my head, and this is what I'm saying, is you still have the time in your life to get a job in the degree you studied for. You don't need it straight as soon as you come out. I think it's the same thing as like you need to be settled down by a certain age. You don't. That is just the stigma that's been brought out in the world. Like the stigma brought out for uni students is that you should go straight in to a degree, straight into a job that you studied for. That unfortunately isn't always going to happen, and you can't force it to happen. You just got to be patient, work for it, try and do what you can to get the experience if you have to, or just focus on what you want. And right now I know what I want, and I want to have money so I can do things. Like the amount of things I've had to say I can't do because I can't afford it, yeah, I want to be able to have money to be able to afford to do things like go away. I want to get a vlog camera. I want to be able to get a MacBook. Even if I saved, I can't afford to do that. Would not be able to afford that for like another year, 2 years, if I just stayed at what I'm doing right now. I also, because it's not even full time, it was just very much part time, but it's not enough. I also want to pay off my student overdraft. Cannot do that on what I'm getting paid right now. So That's my way of looking at it. You can look at it your own way. It is, like I said, my own perspective. And the final part of this video is my life update with like what I'm doing currently right now. So I currently work as a casual front of house assistant at my theatre, local theatre just down the road from me. I absolutely love it. I've spoken about it several times. It is my favourite job I've ever had, and this is why I'm not leaving it when I go to my full-time job. So I love the theatre so much. It is. I've been there for like 9 years. I will be there for nearly 10. It's nearly 10 years in October, and I cannot wait. And I say I cannot wait. Like I'm gonna have a party to celebrate 10 years of working at this theatre, but I absolutely love it, and it's 0 hour contract, so I can do any shift I want. I don't have to do like. I can literally do 1 shift a month, no shifts a month, and stay and still work there. Obviously, you wouldn't get paid if I didn't work those shifts, and that's fine. But from April the 4th, I actually start off my first ever full-time job at Willis Towers Watson as a call centre agent. I am so excited. I actually applied for this job when I was 20, when I came out of college. I originally didn't want to go to uni, so when I didn't want to go to uni, I wanted to get a full-time job. And this was the first full-time job I applied for. Did not get past the testing stage. So going to uni has really helped me gain those skills. I got past the test stage, got through the final stage of it, which was an interview, and in the end I actually got the job. And I start on the 4th of April, and I cannot wait. You have no idea. I actually am so excited to start, and it's so close. I don't know when this video is going live. I haven't really figured this out, so this could be going live just before I start or just after I've started, but it's going to be going live at some point. The one thing I have to say is this job is so different to what I had hoped for when I came out of uni. I had hoped to get a social media marketing job or digital marketing job. I didn't, and it's okay. It is the way, I believe it's the way my life has turned out, and it's probably the way it's meant to be, the way it's meant to go. And I'm very excited to see what is to come in the future, and like there's so many other options. Like I'm just so excited, and you know I'm working on my YouTube a lot more, my Instagram and my TikTok. I'm literally trying to grow my socials, and I'm really enjoying doing it. And yeah, so that is the end of this video. I did not finish my coffee, so I'm going to try and finish it now. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please subscribe, and I will see you again very soon with another video.